At Marbles, we work hard to accept you and put you in control, even if you have a poor credit history. So get your application rolling at marbles.com today.
Hey Roy, so how can I help?
Well, I'm playing a new sport. It's called walking football. It's played by people 50 years plus. There's no running. What we like to do is raise the profile of the sport.
I definitely think there's some digital skills that will be able to help you out. We'll help you set up a Facebook page, post a video.
As people get older, they get isolated. They need to get in touch with their mates, and it does you good.
Barclays Digital Eagles are helping people get more out of the things they love. To find out more, visit us in branch.
Xperia. Discover craftsmanship at Ernest Jones. Tolkovsky, inventors of the ideal cut diamond.
For over 90 years, my family has perfected a cut that unlocks diamond's true beauty.
An exclusive collection.
From our family to the beginning of yours.
Tolkovsky, the diamond specialist, Ernest Jones. For moments that matter in love and life.
There's plenty to prove. Saturday.
Here's Aguero.
At midday, Burnley square up to Man City.
The right man in the right place. How about that?
And at 5, Spurs return to Chelsea.
What a goal from Harry Kane.
And painful memories of last season.
Drama!
Burnley, Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham. Exclusively live on BT Sport.
Welcome to the Toyota Halftime.
Welcome inside our NBA studio with Chauncey Billups, Jalen Rose. I'm Michelle Vito. We have a whole bunch of highlights from a whole bunch of games, some good, some ugly. Let's do them now. Highlights brought to you by Toyota Sports Nation, Raptors, Rockets. This from the second quarter, James Harden with the 3. But it wasn't all good for James Harden.
Like a walk in the park, that easy 3 for James Harden.
Well, 12 turnovers.
There you
for James
go.
Harden, so
That's what I'm looking for.
a triple-double with turnovers to me.
Yeah, does that count? The best versus the worst here. Clippers Mavs, first quarter, Chris Paul to Blake Griffin.
He's supposed to have a Maverick jersey on a couple years ago.
Yeah, what happened?
He made the right choice.
Blake extending his range.
Whoa.
A lot of emojis happened.
I truly think DeAndre Jordan would be a better shooter if he tried to do it with his right hand.
This game, Grizzlies, Sixers, 1.1 in regulation. Here we go. Joel Embiid heads over somewhere, falling down, gets the shot up, no good. Overtime, double overtime in this bad boy.
Debo still getting buckets in the block.
Oh.
Might not
Far
want
out.
the ball on a three-point shooter.
Why not what?
Might want to lead the ball on a three-point shooter. Jared Bayless at the top of the floor.
Here's where you want to pay attention, because Joel Embiid is not happy, and you're going to ask yourself why.
Joel Embiid.
Quite simple.
Kicking stuff.
You've been following the 76ers.
You
know the story about Joel Embiid. We hadn't seen him play in 3 years. So he has a time restriction on him, and it's somewhere between 20 and 25 minutes. In this game, heading into overtimes, he had 27 minutes, so they put him on the bench. He's obviously frustrated. How does this play out for this young man? Because it sounds like the plan is to do this at least through Christmas.
The bottom line is this. They give you a minutes restriction because you had an injury that could be a recurring one, and they're trying to protect you, protect the team, but more importantly, protect your future. And yes, there's going to be some frustration there. Philadelphia had won a couple of games in a row. He's shown star potential. But at this point, the team is clearly doing the right thing. But for the player, you can show your frustration, but he's young, and I'll give him a break. I mean, he just wore his jersey to the club last week. He's young.
He did do that.
But at the same time, you got to find a different way to vent, and I think he will.
And they're not only protecting him, they're protecting themselves. And it's a progression, right? At the start of the season, no back-to-backs. We like this kid. We're not going to play him in back-to-backs. Then it became, okay, he's playing every game now. 25 minutes is the max that he can play. You love his competitive spirit right there, being mad, not being able to go in overtime and help his team. But respecting the process.
Oh, he told us to trust the process.
Yes, yeah.
But he's not trusting the
process.
process.
It's tough when that competitive fire is going and you're playing against Zebo and he's leaning on you all night and Marc Gasol's out there pounding his chest and hitting big shots. It's tough to say, okay, I'll sit down and watch overtime.
And also, some people may think, well, why don't you just play him 40 minutes one game and then rest him the next game? Well, you want him gradually playing NBA basketball on a normal schedule so his body gets trained to do such. So they're actually doing the right thing for this young player. A team that's trying to build through the draft, and they've actually found an anchor in this player.
Does it make you flinch at all, though? You think, oh, God, what if he would have gotten hurt just kicking the bench on some stupid fluky thing like that, and now here we are back where we started?
Yeah, I mean, of course it does, but happily he didn't.
No, it's the first thing you think.
But he has a really good idea, though, and that's to bottle Shirley Temples and
I know. I do love me a good Shirley Temple. I'm not going to lie. Exactly.
Going to the spot with my mom when I was young, playing pinball.
I haven't had one in years, but it tastes delicious. Got 16 points, by the way. We'll be back.
More bounce to the ounce.
Grab the cash, make the dash, hide the stash, move really fast. You gotta know that I really can't stop. Like water on the floor, gotta get it with a mop. Say hello to the birds in the sky, no rails like Kells. I believe I can fly, fly like the bird with the wind beneath my wings. Call it Robin Hood, taking all these things. Bet you 12 rounds until the bell rings.
And that's where you put your money.
So,
films and shows to buy or rent. The BTTV Store Black Friday sale.
Green light. See? Making time already. And again.
Follow me, guys, because I'm winning tonight.
Drivers win at confused.com.
No one's home, and your heating's still on full? Meet Tado, the smart thermostat. Tado automatically turns your heating off when the last person leaves, saving energy while you're out. And once you're on your way back, Tado makes your home cozy, just the way you like it. This saves up to 31% on your heating bill. Now with guaranteed energy savings in the first year or your money back. More information at tado.com. Can you afford not to?
I can travel 1,000,000 miles in a single afternoon. I see every card and every goal. Very second it happens, I miss nothing. I'm a member of the world's favourite online sports betting company, and I gamble responsibly at Bet365.
Xperia.
Get ready. Edge, and he's got one. Smacks it out of the park.
But it won't be easy here on Burnley's turf.
It's always a fantastic atmosphere on Derby Day. Get ready. Saracens turning up the heat, turning up the temperature. Who will reach out and grab it? Cavani with a stunner.
Final exhortations. Now is the time to deliver.
Oh, he's going through. The Saints supporters are off their feet.
Bring it from Cecino.
Turning up the heat. Quality from Saracens in scintillating form. Oh, that was nicely done. That is sharp, sharp, sharp.
Wonderful play. That is a great piece of finishing.
Rockington still going. You couldn't make this up. These are dreamy days.
Welcome back to the Toyota Halftime.
Welcome back. A little more action from around the league. Celtics, Nets. Does this happen often?
First off, that's a lot of determination because he still shot the ball, one. Two, where's the foul?
He can't see if it's a foul or not.
They didn't call one.
That's a man determined to get a shot off. Period.
Much respect for that little fashion faux pas. Anthony Davis with a nice little runner. He's got 26 points.
That's skill, jab step.
He might have more floaters than point guard in the league.
Float on.
This halftime is presented by Toyota. Let's go.
Gentlemen, we can't promise we'll make you a better driver or a rock star. But Hydra Energetic Moisturizer from L'Oreal Men Expert, enriched with creatine, will leave your skin feeling re-energized. And for an instant wake-up call, try L'Oreal Men Expert new Shower Gel with Taurine. You won't look more buff, but you will look less rough. This Christmas, treat him like a champion with the Hydra Energetic gift set. Men Expert. All the expertise, none of the spin.
Xperia.
Change your car, improve your life with amazing deals like this Ford Mondeo from just £214 per month.
With BetVictor's Golden Goal, you get a free weekly prediction to guess the game's first scorer and the minute it's scored. You can win serious money. Okay, I've guessed the player, but what minute should I go for? Let's ask the Liverpool manager what he thinks, shall we?
Statistically,
Get ready to start the third quarter in New Orleans. And we'll take a look at tonight's The Night, brought to you by Bacardi. And the halftime stats, New Orleans shoots it at 54% compared to Minnesota's 41%, but the Timberwolves visited the line often, and that is why it is just a 3-point game as we welcome you courtside here at Smoothie King Center. Ryan Rucco alongside Jeff Van Gundy. Pelicans led by 12 in the first quarter. Minnesota was able to work their way back, actually had an 8-point second quarter lead. But it's the Pelicans up by 3, in large part thanks to Anthony Davis and his efforts, and that's our right combination, brought to you by State Farm.
When you say in large part, that could be the understatement of the year. Guy scored 26 of their 53 points, and he did it in different ways. I mean, here's the jumper, then the post up and the fade over the right shoulder, the attack of the middle, and the jump hook, the second shot finish. Jab, step, left-handed drive. And again, another left-handed into a pull-up. I mean, this guy had some half as both Towns and Wiggins struggled.
Yeah, Wiggins 1 of 9, Towns 2 of 6. Pelicans are on the second half of a back-to-back, trying to win their 4th straight game. They started the season 0-8, have won 5 of their last 7. And Minnesota has had a lot of trouble in third quarters this year, outscored in 11 of 13 third quarters. They are a -98 in third quarters this season. In their most recent game Monday, they actually won the third quarter against Boston, but then were outscored 31-12 in the fourth and blew a 15-point second-half lead.
Well, 3 of their starters had subpar first half. Wiggins, Towns, and Rubio. And listen, you guys got to understand, everybody gets ready to play before the game. But at halftime, it's a different type of warm-up, and yet you still have to be ready to play.
Hill firing away there. Solomon Hill starting the second half for New Orleans. This with Dante Cunningham having hurt his left knee in the first half. Levine denied by Moore, and it last hit Moore. It'll stay with Minnesota. Etuan Moore, a player who Alvin Gentry highlighted to us before the game, said he's very underrated. Solid guy, signed a 4-year, $34 million deal as Towns cans the 3. And then Rubio, very slick, snuck around and stole the inbound as Davis and Frazier went to sleep. Jane hooks it home, and Minnesota right in front with a 5-0 burst.
Well, Zhang had a very good first half. And on Rubio's pick and rolls, I think that was an overreaction by Anthony Davis to come to his semi-penetration.
And Davis says, anything you can do, I can do better. They'll review that as to whether or not it's a 2 or a 3. Now they'll go to the post. Towns wants it, can't get it.
But you saw that help by Tim Frazier off of Rubio, which made Towns go to his jump hook instead of having the middle move available to him.
Wiggins. The acceleration and floater, he is just not hitting anything tonight. He's gotten off to a brilliant start to this season, but really cooled down the last 3 games. Frazier, nice look. Moore, no. Asik can't finish, and Towns was there. But now Davis on the steal goes crashing into the 3rd row as Moore hits the floater. And that's how Davis hurt his knee last night, got a contusion. But he goes after loose balls.
That was a great play. And listen, that's an inspiring play by your star player. The pursuit of the loose ball.
Of the season, the team lead for a team that's 5th in the league. Davis got another 3.
And I don't know what it's going to turn out, but this guy has had some start to this year.
He was the NBA's leading scorer before last night's game when he was limited to 18 minutes and 13 points because of the knee contusion. Enters today 3rd in the league in scoring, 1st in the league in blocks, 8th in rebounding. Rubio? No. Long board, Hill. 10-2 run New Orleans. It won't be added to here.
But nice recovery by Rubio to deflect that fast break opportunity.
Wiggins pull up. Doesn't drop, and Andrew Wiggins is now 1 of 12. Frazier got hit. He'll count it. Plus the foul.
That's just bad individual defense. That's a straight line drive. Not down in a stance, not ready. And I'm not sure that should have been continuation, but it's also no reaction from the weak side. He went from 2 steps beyond the 3 to the basket with 0 resistance.
We talked about the third quarter struggles for Minnesota. It's happening again tonight.
But it starts with defense. You got to care deeply about defense like you care about offense from an individual standpoint.
The way we watch TV has changed. This is the next level. Enhance your experience with a resolution 4 times greater than HD. We're bringing you even more live action than ever before from the UK's only dedicated Ultra HD sports channel. Available exclusively on BT TV. BT Sport 4K UHD. Picture perfection.
Off an out-of-bounds play. Towns just pops to the three-point line and knocks it in. And off a pick and pop, Davis does the same. And Davis is not a three-point shooter, shooting around 23%.
Right.
But he looked very good on that one.
23% this season, 28% in his career. He has gotten the better of Karl Anthony Towns so far in this matchup. Davis in his 5th year, Towns in his 2nd. Towns, meanwhile, is shooting the three very well this year, 43%. Minnesota as a team 3rd in the NBA in three-point shooting. Levine's pass deflected. Nice look from Towns. Jang able to squeeze it in. Gorgie Jang has 13 points to go with 7 rebounds and 4 assists. Frazier, nice find to Ashik. Fifth assist of the game for Tim Frazier.
You gotta like Frazier. I mean, his whole story is terrific as Wiggins finally gets a good role. Just the fight for his career.
And Alvin Gentry will tell you he knows what he has to do now to stick in this league, and he never wants to go back as he throws it into the front row. But Tim Frazier tore his Achilles his senior year at Penn State, and that kind of derailed his pro prospects. Ended up being undrafted, was the D-League MVP in the 2014-15 season. Thought he was going to get a chance with Portland, never really did. Was waived midway through last year, latched on with New Orleans, made a big impression, and then signed a 2-year deal. And has made an even stronger impression to begin this season.
Well, it's hard when you go to Portland and you got Damian Lillard.
Yes.
And C.J. McCollum, so good.
Davis got Jang in the air. We'll give it up to Hill. No.
Beautiful play off the dribble, though.
Levine accelerates inside, and Ashik there to alter it. Minnesota not getting back on D as Frazier was pushed by Levine, no call.
No, they're in a dog trot.
Yeah. Frazier whirling around, couldn't get the roll. How do you dig him out of it if you're Minnesota?
Well, you got to participate in your own rescue. I mean, you got to. That's not a coach's thing. That's a I want to win thing.
Jang is short. And New Orleans with a 7-point cushion as Hill goes to the rim, and Tom Thibodeau needs a timeout. He is not watching much resistance from his team's defense so far in this third. And Solomon Hill taking advantage. Right around Rubio, nobody there to help. New Orleans leads by 9. They're on a 17-6 run.
The NBA on ESPN, presented.
The way we watch TV has changed. This is the next level. Enhance your experience with a resolution 4 times greater than HD. We're bringing you even more live action than ever before from the UK's only dedicated Ultra HD sports channel. Available exclusively on BT TV. BT Sport 4K UHD. Picture perfection.
For rain. For snow. For performance. For Matic. For Matic all-wheel drive. Now available for C-Class.
Win online on the horses. Collect your cash on the high street.
Win-win.
Win online on the footy. Collect your cash on the high street.
Win-win.
Win online on the casino. You get the point. Whatever you're betting on, with the Coral Connect card, you can collect online winnings at any Coral shop.
Now that's win-win.
Pick up your Connect card today.
But please bet responsibly.
There's plenty to prove. Saturday.
Here's Aguero.
At midday, Burnley square up to Man City.
The right man in the right place. How about that?
And at 5, Spurs return to Chelsea.
What a goal from Harry Kane.
And painful memories of last season.
Drama!
Burnley, Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham. Exclusively live on BT Sport.
Issue for the Timberwolves all season, and it's an issue again tonight. They have been the league's worst team in the third quarter, a -104, -6 this evening.
And listen, it starts with your transition defense. There's no special talent to getting back other than an acute desire to want to win. You sprint, you talk, you match up, you get down in a stance, and you guard like your life depends on it.
And instead, Minnesota turns it over out of the timeout. 12th turnover for the Timberwolves. Tom Thibodeau may not have agreed with that travel call. Frazier will pull up. He got it. A 3.
But let's give Ashik his credit too. That's a great screen. Where so many guys set mediocre screens, that is a legit screen.
Now Moore on the steal, riding Levine, and Moore is in for 2. And Minnesota can't stop the bleeding right now. Biggest lead of the game for the Pelicans.
I wouldn't be disappointed if all 5 Wolves came out right now. They've earned the right to sit.
Frazier the shovel, Ashik to finish. And if you're Tom Thibodeau, you don't want to keep taking timeouts, right? I don't know if he has a choice soon, though.
Well, it's going to be, again, not a timeout thing. It's going to be a pride thing. And really, right now, your only choice is a substitution thing.
Jane fading away. He didn't get it. No answers for the Timberwolves. New Orleans up 16. And wholesale changes are indeed coming. Frazier kicks. Davis delivers. Timeout, Minnesota. A 27-6 Pelicans run.
Get ready.
Edge, and he got
be easy here on Burnley's turf.
It's always a fantastic atmosphere on Derby Day.
Get ready.
Saracens turning up the heat, turning up the temperature. Who will reach out and grab it? Cavani with a stunner.
There's plenty to prove. Saturday.
Here's Aguero. Oh,
At midday, Burnley square up to Man City. Live on BT Sport.
There are rules. You earn what you take. You should know. This is the only way.
The Walking Dead, seasons 1 to 6 available now on BT TV Store. Plus new episodes from season 7 available every week.
I am everywhere.
Who's your Action Woman of the Year 2016? To vote for Jade Jones, MBE, Britain's first athlete to win multiple Taekwondo Olympic
Apologies update from Wild Turkey Raptors Rockets in the third. Kyle Lowry with a steal. Feeds it over to DeRozan, who slams it home. By the way, James Harden, 12 turnovers. That was just one of them. Raptors win.
All right, Michelle. Well, Friday, December 2nd on ESPN, LeBron and the Cavs battle Dwayne Wade and the Bulls at 8 Eastern. Then it is James Harden and the Rockets taking on the Nuggets. Our coverage tips with NBA Countdown at 7. Also streaming live on the ESPN app and Watch ESPN. This girl can barely watch. I'm sure Tom Thibodeau feels very similarly about this third quarter, where the Pelicans have taken a 3-point halftime lead and upped it to 19, and that's not going to help for Minnesota. Frazier wrestles it away. Ashik rumbles in and is fouled. Omer Ashik had a quality game last night in Atlanta. Best win of the season for New Orleans. A game they were up by 35. And he's played well here tonight as well. Taking a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. NBA TV Friday, doubleheader, Charlotte at New York. Then the Lakers host Golden State. TNT December 1st. 8 Eastern for the Clippers at Cleveland. Then the Warriors entertain Houston. For more on these games, please log on to NBA.com and visit the NBA app. Dunn, Aldridge, Towns, Rush, and Wiggins, the 5 for Minnesota. Dunn made a big impact in the first half, and a nice find there. Aldridge couldn't hook it home. His second air ball of the night. Out of bounds off the Timberwolves. And Minnesota is 0 for 8 from the floor with 2 turnovers in their last 10 possessions. Davis with 37. Make it 39.
That's unfair. Cole Aldridge trying to guard him at the three-point line.
Towns? No. And Minnesota cannot get anything to drop. Davis working the post on Towns. The jab step. Didn't get it.
But you're going to go through rough stretches on offense. Can you rely on your defense? And the answer right now for Minnesota so far this year is no, they can't. They're going to have to outscore you.
Towns puts it down. A much-needed bucket for Minnesota, who is 3rd in the league in second chance points. But they have just 8 tonight. Frazier, slick. Then had it poked away. And that was done again, his activity defensively. And then he finishes on the other end, and he has really stood out tonight.
Well, he really gave them a good burst of defensive energy in the first half.
And the Timberwolves outscored the Pelicans by 12 in his 10 minutes in the first half. Moore floats it in.
Now, this is excellent offense by New Orleans. They're driving, they're sharing the ball. Obviously, they have the anchor in Anthony Davis, but there are other players. Etuan Moore, Tim Frazier, doing a nice job getting in the paint.
Moore now has 12 points. Wiggins spinning, flips it up, doesn't get the roll, but does get the whistle. You talk about the good offense from New Orleans, and that has been a big change of late. They started this year, they were the 29th rated offense by offensive efficiency through the first 8 games. They were 0-8. But they've started to pick it up, and if you look more immediately, the last 3 games entering tonight, they were averaging 115 points a game during this 3-game winning streak.
And I think Holiday coming back at it. And that Anthony Davis, obviously a great player, but if you're really locked in defensively, this should be a team that you can do a good job defensively. It's not like they have multiple weapons.
Right. Terry Evans still hurt, so is Quincy Pondexter. No more Eric Gordon, no more Ryan Anderson. As Drew Holiday floats that in.
And the thing that Drew Holiday, he's an excellent defender as well.
Wiggins can't connect. Hill straight on. The rebound flagged down by Towns.
But that didn't go in, but that's awful transition defense. You leave a guy totally unguarded at the three-point line.
Wiggins got fouled, and Andrew Wiggins will shoot a pair. Jeff, we know that defense has been the primary culprit, obviously, in this quarter. But is there something it signals to you when a team has a problem with the same quarter over and over and over again?
Well, again, I think a lot of teams have problems re-energizing coming out of halftime, but not to this extent. They have to look inwardly. Now, the coaches may want to do something different warm-up wise, but listen, this isn't high school. Like, you treat these people like professionals. Get ready to play. Get yourself in a lather, work up a sweat, lock back in, know what you're doing. That's not too much to ask.
And here it's done. Fouls Holiday. Minnesota had a foul to give, and these are the third quarter struggles. They have been overwhelming for Minnesota. Tonight have been outscored 34-18 thus far, and that's why Minnesota this year has blown 5 leads at 14 or more. And they've been outscored now in 12 of their 14 third quarters. Holiday will go to the line.
And he went early on that. There was still 6 on the shot clock, which gives Minnesota the opportunity to get a shot at the other end.
Holiday said he was nervous his first 10 minutes on the floor, coming back after his absence to be with his wife and his newborn daughter, and then got right back in the swing of things, and he has been in rhythm in these 4 games for New Orleans. 9.9 to go in the quarter. Wiggins with plenty of time. Spins free. Euro steps into a block from Jones. Davis couldn't get it off. And that'll do it for the third quarter. New Orleans outscores Minnesota 36-18 in the frame. Anthony Davis has 39 after 3. His team looking for their 4th straight win.
Cocks it and rocks it. Oh, tough finish.
Find unbelievable deals in Curry's PC World's biggest ever Black Tag event. Go large with these 4K ready smart Samsungs. Huge screens, massive value from just $449. And get better than half price on this powerful Samsung soundbar with a wireless subwoofer, only $129. Save up to £200 on these Dyson cordless vacuums, like this V6 Total Clean at $229, our lowest ever price. At Curry's PC World, we start with you.
The Amazon Fire TV Stick, probably the best thing to happen to this country ever. It gives you Prime Video, which means you get me, and then ITV Hub, All 4, BBC. In fact, it's so good, I decided to donate some to our old friends in continental Europe. Au revoir, auf Wiedersehen.
Mayday! Mayday!
5 minutes left.
Exactly. And my lot are 2-1 up. Losing control. Not with Betway's cash out. I can end the game and walk away with my winnings now if I want. Decisions. Time to push the button.
Well, if you say so.
Here we go. Hey, here we go.
For the love of the game, Betway.com.
Find a deal that's right for you in Amazon's Black Friday sale. Now on with new deals every day.
There are rules. You earn what you take. You should know. This is the only way.
The Walking Dead, seasons 1 to 6 available now on BT TV Store. Plus new episodes from season 7 available every week.
I am everywhere.
Get ready.
Edge, and he's got one! Smacks it out of the park!
But it won't be easy here on Burnley's turf.
It's always a fantastic atmosphere on Derby Day.
Get ready.
Saracens turning up the heat, turning up the temperature. Normal reach out and grab it. Cavani with a stunner.
Third time in the last 5 games, Anthony Davis has put up at least 38. He has 39 points already tonight, his 10th game with at least 30 this season. Started the season with a 50-point contest. He may have a chance for 50 tonight, Jeff, depending on
if he gets back in.
Yeah, exactly. Ashik fouled and will go to the line.
It's a beautiful pass off the dribble with his left hand by Holiday. I mean, you don't see too many guys with their offhand be able to pick it up off the dribble one hand and thread the needle like that.
Hey, Saturday at noon Eastern on ABC, it's the game, Michigan and Ohio State. From the Horseshoe in Columbus, the Buckeyes have won the last 4 and 11 of the last 12 against the Wolverines. You know, whoever drops that one is going to be out of the college football playoff scenario.
It's going to be a great game, but I want to talk about NFL football. I want John Gruden on the horn. My Houston Texans got ripped off by the NFL officials
the
on Monday night
sideline.
You got the touchdown. You got the poor spots on both 3rd and 4th down. I mean, my goodness.
Well, and they reviewed the spot on 4th down.
Hey, they just say everything stands on stuff like that because they don't want to look bad.
You know, I know that you would be whining regardless because that's the kind of Texans fan that you are, but I think you have a legitimate case this time.
Joke.
Field tosses it into the Minnesota bench. Langston Galloway, a little shaken up afterwards. Buddy Hield, probably not quite ready to be a huge contributor yet early on in his NBA career, but tons of offensive potential.
And think about it, like, which rookie are you?
Shabazz
That's
Muhammad
like a 3rd air ball.
Yeah, there's been a lot.
But there's not a lot of rookies who are performing that well. As another beautiful pass by Holiday with his left hand.
Yeah, beautiful delivery to Galloway on the 3. Well, to that point, Jeff, I don't believe there's a single rookie scoring in double figures right now in the NBA. The leading scorer is Jamal Murray in Denver, and I think he's had 9 a game.
And he started to come on after a really rough start to the year. I think he missed his first, like, 20-something shots.
Right. And here you go.
Yeah, I mean, and he's done it, but he's played very well of late. But that's not knocking it out of the park.
No. And this after you can already see that last year's draft class has a whole lot of talent to it.
And again, it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, I think sometimes fans and players underestimate how hard it is to be good enough and consistent enough to make a true impact.
That's the reason why Zach LaVine and Andrew Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns and all their talent hasn't translated to wins yet, right?
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard league.
Towns and Wiggins on the bench right now. I thought Alvin Gentry was interesting talking to us about Hield before the game. He said, hey, I told him, look at Kobe Bryant's rookie season. You're averaging the same amount of points as he did.
The only thing I didn't want to get in an argument with Alvin is Kobe was 18 and Hield's 23.
That's a very good point.
And he was playing on the Lakers, who already had a good team. Eddie Jones,
Nick Van Exel,
was a very good player at his position. And, you know, but I like it. From a coaching standpoint, you got to try to con your guys into believing.
Hield. No Kobe roll there. LaVine, nice take.
That's a beautiful move.
Timeout, New Orleans. Alvin Gentry didn't like the last couple possessions, so he'll take a timeout.
LaVine attacking early in transition, uses the rim for protection, and a beautiful right-hand finish.
The NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by...
Final exhortations. Now is the time to deliver.
Oh, he's going through. The Saints supporters are off their feet. Bring it from Cicino. Turning up the heat. Quality from Saracens in scintillating form. That was nicely done. That is sharp, sharp, sharp.
Wonderful play. That is a great piece of finishing.
Rockington Goody still going. You couldn't make this up. These are dreamy days.
Give a gift full of
personality with Vistaprint wall calendars. And now for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, there's 60% off. Enter promo code VP2911 by the 29th of November at vistaprint.co.uk.
I can travel 1 million miles in a single afternoon. I see every card and every goal. Very second it happens, I miss nothing. I'm a member of the world's favourite online sports betting company, and I gamble responsibly at Bet365.
$145 million deal. So that's where the
and finishing.
24 points, 9 of 20 from the floor, 5 of 5 from the line. For the two-time defending slam dunk champion, who completes the three-point play. You know, Levine also this year, he's 5th in the league in catch and shoot points per game. Playing off the ball has really helped him in that regard, compared to having to play the point for much of his first 2 years. Davis didn't get it. Levine accelerated. Holiday hung beautifully there. Now Dunn. Way off.
He's got to find a shot in some area of the floor at 17 feet that he can make right now. Both he and Rubio, their lack of ability right now to make any sort of perimeter shots really hurts Minnesota, particularly when Wiggins is having a bad night like he's having tonight.
There, Wiggins 2 of 19 from the floor tonight, which will leave that look on your face.
And he's had good looks. It's, you know, there hasn't been like a poor shot selection.
Right.
You know, they're his shots. He just hasn't made them.
Towns a quiet evening as well. And for Wiggins now, a little 3-game funk. 9 for 48 over the last 3 games after he got off to a scorching start shooting. So you wonder, is it a slump or a regression to the mean? Frazier will take a timeout. 6:45 to go in this fourth quarter, and the Pelicans an 18-point lead over the T-Wolves.
There are rules. You earn what you take. You should know. This is the only way.
The Walking Dead. Seasons 1 to 6 available now on BT TV Store. Plus new episodes from Season 7 available every week.
I am everywhere. Evil way.
With BetVictor's Golden Goal, you get a free weekly prediction to guess the game's first scorer and the minute it's scored. You can win serious money. Okay, I've guessed the player, but what minute should I go for? Let's ask the Liverpool manager what he thinks, shall we?
Statistically, most of the goals are scored in the 45th and in the 90th minute. But actually, the average time for the first goal is the 31st minute. But this weekend, who knows? First goal wins.
Can we get travel insurance even though some of us take medication?
Sure you can.
But I've got my hip.
And I've got my high blood pressure.
And I've got...
Nigel. Can we all get cover?
Sure you can. StaySure specialise in travel insurance for pre-existing medical conditions.
So can I go scuba diving then?
Sure you can. Our policies cover all kinds of activities.
Yes!
Call us now on 0800 054 2256 or go online to staysure.co.uk and quote TV offer to get 10% off the base premium of all policies.
Xperia.
Who will you choose for Action Woman of the Year 2016? To vote, go to btsport.com/Action Woman 2016.
Wednesday presented by State Farm. In the Western Conference right now, these two teams off to incredible starts. The Clippers and the Warriors will meet for the first time December 7th on ESPN. Jeff, what do you think? Clippers have a chance to knock off Golden State this year?
Well, I think you have 3 outstanding teams right now in the West as Davis hits another going to his left. You got the Spurs who are undefeated on the road, the Clippers and the Warriors. And all 3 teams are outstanding. Health will be a huge factor. But I like the Clippers. Their starting 5 functions exceptionally well together at both ends of the floor.
They have incredible continuity with 4 of those 5. A reworked bench this year as well. Also a sense of urgency for them. If not now, then when? Chris Paul, Blake Griffin will be free agents. Jones puts it on the deck, rumbles in and finishes. Terrence Jones with 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 18 minutes off the bench. That's been a common theme for New Orleans as they've gotten hot over the last week and a half. Good production from Jones. Aldridge got that one.
And Drew Holiday is he's a very good defender, but he's also exceptionally active here tonight, making every pass on a pick and roll difficult.
Foul there after the steal. Highest scoring games this season. Anthony Davis has accounted for 2 of the top 5, and who knows, by the end of tonight, he may have another on the list. 41 already.
So in the first 16 games, he's been over 43 times.
Yes. He came into tonight averaging 36 at home. Levine, nice look. Muhammad couldn't handle. Good movement there. Bielitsa takes the low pass, can't hit the 3. Minnesota 3 of 14 from deep as a team. Jones working the post on Dunn. Has a lot of size on him. But Dunn held his own, and Levine ends up with a steal. And a foul on Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday tonight with the defense Jeff just mentioned, plus 7 points, 8 assists in his 20 minutes. And perhaps the best story in the NBA right now. Alvin Gentry was talking to us before the game and said his wife Lauren, who's a soccer star for the U.S. women's national team, was and won a World Cup, said she is the toughest woman he has ever met. And Coach Gentry wasn't using hyperbole. He said, no, she really is. She's that tough. And Drew Holiday felt comfortable with how well her recovery is going and his newborn daughter being well cared for to finally come back to his team, and his wife giving him the green light to do that. Holiday accelerates, lost it. Bielitsa on the steal. And then Jones takes it right back with the mammoth hammer. Terrence Jones, 15 points, 6 rebounds. Bielitsa, no. He's now 1 of 3 from deep. Holiday through traffic, couldn't finish. And another steal in the backcourt for New Orleans. Davis, he got it. 43 for Anthony Davis. That's way off from Levine. Davis with the 10th rebound to go with his 43 points. Do they feed him again? They do. Nearly got it to drop. Nice move inside by Adrian Payne to finish. Now everybody just hoping Davis stays out there long enough to make the 50 possible still.
And stays healthy.
Yes. Davis nearly got it to drop as he was fouled, crashing to the floor. Third time this year, he's at 40 and 10. The rest of the league only has 3 of those games combined. And Anthony Davis continues to add to what has been a special start to the season. .45 for Anthony Davis. Now he's looking back towards the bench saying, you want me to foul intentionally to get Solomon Hill in the game? They've waved him off that for the moment.
Take a three.
Alvin Gentry is going to take a timeout. He's 5 points away from 50. We'll see if it's the end of the night for Davis. It's been a special one already.
The Scottish League Cup final.
BT Sport brings you the Betfred Cup final.
The breakthrough for Aberdeen.
Aberdeen v Celtic.
An eruption of green and white joy.
The Betfred Cup final exclusively live on BT Sport 1.
No one warned us. No one said you were going to lose both engines at a lower altitude than any jet in history.
Simulations showed that you could make it back to the airport.
Not possible. I felt it go. Brace for impact.
Brace, brace, brace! Heads down, stay down!
Is anyone still here?
Big game today. It's getting a bit tense. Take your mind off it with this great offer.
Get your mobile out.
Nice one. I still feel a bit tense though.
Barley.
Download the Coral app and check out our great offers.
Please bet responsibly.
Oh, it's the BT Sports charity car wash. Yeah, it's not usually this busy.
Yeah, but it's the rugby boys' turn, isn't it?
Hey, Jenny.
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 Hello.
This car doesn't need cleaning. It's not even dirty.
The way we watch TV has changed. This is the next level. Enhance your experience with a resolution 4 times greater than HD. We're bringing you even more live action than ever before from the UK's only dedicated Ultra HD sports channel. Available exclusively on BT TV. BT Sport 4K UHD. Picture perfection.
There's plenty to prove. Saturday.
Here's Aguero.
At midday, Burnley square up to Man City.
The right man in the right place. How about that?
And at 5, Spurs return to Chelsea.
What a goal from Harry Kane!
And painful memories of last season.
Drama! Heat of drama!
Burnley, Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham. Exclusively live on BT Sport.
Well, Anthony Davis's night appears done, but he has already put in plenty of work. Another 45-point performance. He now has 3 of the top 6 scoring games this year. And now, Jeff, they're coming in wins. Early on, they started the season 0-8. Anthony Davis putting up numbers, but in losses. They're going to be 6-10 now after this win. They'll have won 6 of 8. Can the Pelicans get back into the Western Conference playoff conversation?
Well, I think that would be skipping steps. Let's see if they can work their way back to 500 and then see where the competition's at either, too. I mean, a lot of teams have had their struggles already.
Jones with the shot clock winding. We have seen an inordinate amount of air balls tonight.
Yeah, in a professional game, you just...
Tyus Jones in for Minnesota is Muhammad with a strong finish.
And if you're Anthony Brown, you just got called up from the D-League. You got to make more of an effort defensively than that.
Here is Brown. Had a cup of coffee with the Lakers. He's the second leading scorer in the D-League through 3 games this year before getting called up by New Orleans. Guarding Muhammad right now. handle there from Dunn. Ahead Galloway gives to Hield. He can't finish. Here's Brown, a deep three. He got it, and that's why they signed him out of the D-League, because he can shoot. Shot it at 44% from three his senior season at Stanford. How about if you're Minnesota, Jeff? How do you regroup and find a way to overcome these early season struggles, especially in the second half of the game?
Well, again, it's your best players playing well and also finding it within them to do the unglamorous. Sprint back, guard individually, committed to schemes, rebounding in traffic, getting to the free throw line. It's a hard job to be the best player or best players on a good team. The easiest job is to be the best player on a bad team.
It was a tough night for two players who someday I'm sure would love to be great players on a great team. Towns and Wiggins. Meanwhile, New Orleans has scored 66 in the paint. A new season high for them. And the Timberwolves have just gotten thrashed in this second half by the Pelicans. New Orleans in the second half of back-to-back.
Well, let's give them the credit. I mean, the energy they played with right from the start.
Brown, it's another. He's looking to stay. Good-looking stroke. It was a three-point halftime lead for the Pelicans, and they played a terrific third quarter to build a lead that has been as large as 26 in this second half.
Channing for Buddy Hield to get a shot and make it.
Got the shot, couldn't make it. And it's all cosmetic from here as Muhammad lays it in, plus the foul.
That should be a fine for Carl Lane, the official, to call that foul. A modest bump. That's play on with 11.9 seconds to go.
There's record keeping. You know, there's reasons for these things.
Hey, listen, he probably got the call right.
The New Orleans Pelicans have won 4 in a row. They put it on Minnesota, 117-96 the final. Anthony Davis with 45 points and 10 rebounds in the victory. Davis with his third game this season with at least 45 points. And the Pelicans, after starting 0-8, have won 6 of their last 8. Final score, New Orleans 117, Minnesota 96. Coming up next at SportsCenter. For Jeff Van Gundy, our producer, Kenny Wolf, our director, Jimmy Moore, I'm Ryan Rucco. Thanks for watching ESPN as Anthony Davis guides the Pelicans to their 4th straight win. Good night from New Orleans.
Final exhortations. Now is the time to deliver.
Oh, he's going through. The Saints supporters are off their feet. Bring it from Cicino. Turning up the heat. Quality from